Keep blowing.
I'm Shawnee TV, and I'm here with Stacy Kane. She's from the Mississippi Food Network. She's the External Affairs Assistant. She's here to talk to us about the food drive and how we can help the Mississippi Food Network and all the other Mississippians in the community. So, Stacy, take it away. Let us know what you're doing in your community, how the Mississippi Food Network is affecting, all the different families and everyone that really needs the help right now during COVID-19. Go ahead and take it away.
Absolutely. And first of all, thank y'all for doing a food drive. Most people don't realize that Mississippi Food Network is the only food bank in the state of Mississippi. So we are a food bank. We have 430 member agencies that get food into the communities. We're serving on average at least 150,000 people a month. We serve seniors, children, middle-aged, working, every year. And the issue with it this year is it's increased more because of the pandemic. So many people have lost their jobs, or the kids aren't in school, so they're home more, and it runs up the grocery bill. So there's just a huge need. And for every dollar we raise is 6 meals. Also, every pound matters. If it's 100 pounds, it adds to another 100 pounds. And before long, we have a truckload, and it's food that goes out, and it's just a great need and a great way to give back this holiday season.
Thank you so much, Stacy. I really appreciate you letting us know, because there's definitely a need. And I did see that Mississippi is up there as the number one state in the United States with this hunger problem, this hunger issue, and the food insecurity. So how's that increased inside of this COVID-19 situation? I see that a lot of kids they're at home because their schools are, virtually right now. And that does affect the food bill. And a lot of times we're not focused on that because I don't have kids. I don't really think about that. But there's another family down the street that has kids and is going through something right now during COVID. So I heard you talked about the amount of pounds and that you guys can feed 6 meals out of the $1, you said? $1,
Absolutely.
that's 6 meals.
That is 6 meals. We have a small staff. We all wear multiple hats. I do food drives, volunteer, special events, social media, and we do it because we all believe in our mission, which is simply to provide help for those with the poverty-related hunger issues. And it's not that people don't work or that they're not trying. It's just simply that sometimes they don't make enough. Kids being home is one thing. I'm like you. I don't have kids, so I don't have that extra burden. I've been with MFM for 7 years, and I've been blessed. I've never been put in the position where I don't know where my next meal's coming from. But so many Mississippians have. And just to kind of put it in perspective with the pandemic, last year, we, out of our warehouse, did 29.7 million pounds of food.
Nice.
This year, right now, we're on pace to do about 40 million pounds. Now, the great thing about that is, while the hunger issue has increased, and you mentioned how Mississippi's at the top of the list, a lot of times it's the hungriest state. What doesn't get mentioned is we're also at the top of the list for being the most giving. Mississippians take care of Mississippians. And we have seen such a great response to, even though people are struggling, they're still giving back. They're still thinking about others, and they still want to help. And it can be $1, and they'll write in, and you just know that they're struggling themselves, and they'll say, I don't have a lot, but I want to give back. And we send a thank you note and say, hey, you know what? You just provided 6 meals for someone who doesn't have it. And so we appreciate it.
I love it. It's just really heartfelt because we don't think about like just $1 can change a whole situation for a person. So I think that we just got to keep pushing and just supporting each other. Like you said, Mississippi, you're one of the most giving states. And I appreciate you for that because you have the biggest problem as well. But with the big problem, you have bigger solutions. So Mississippi Food Network, we appreciate you here at Auto Media for all the work that you're doing because you didn't have to do it. Some people just sit back and they just see the problem and they just let people, fix it themselves. But you guys are getting in the trenches and you're doing the work, and we appreciate you here at Autumn Media. Yeah.
We appreciate you. And the big thing is what I've realized with Mississippi people is we're Mississippi strong. A lot of times we get knocked down and we get right back up. And what we're doing has, for me, it's changed me. You see such a difference because it doesn't matter. Hunger isn't an issue that just comes because, oh, well, you're not working, so therefore you're going to be hungry. No, a lot of people go to work Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, and they just don't make enough to make it to where they can pay the bills and put food on the tables. I've talked to so many people who they say, what do you do when you have to decide between medicine and food or gas and food, but you need the gas to get to work? And so we try to look at it as we're not trying to give a handout. It's a hand up. We want to just make things a little bit easier for you, especially this holiday season. It's already hard enough with trying to do Christmas, and you have Thanksgiving, you have New Year, you have all these things. And the one thing we can do is just provide a little bit of hope that you know where your next meal is coming from.
Man, you guys are doing great work. So I want you to look to the audience right now and just give them an inspiring message. It might be someone out here who they don't feel like they have the money to give, or there's somebody out there that really needs the help, or someone that just really needs a way to be able to find some place to give because they don't have any options in their community. Like you said, you guys are the only food bank. I didn't know about you guys until we started, looking for resources, and we found you. So I want that resource to be for everybody. So I want that message to go out, look to the audience, let them know how you feel, and just inspire them as much as you can, because you've been inspiring me this whole time. But I just want you to have that opportunity to look to the people in your community and just tell them, it's going to be all right, because it will be. We're going to make it together. And that's why we're here partnering with you. So go for it.
So one thing I know for sure is everything that's ever come in Mississippi's way, we've survived it. We have endured. I mean, a lot of times we always get the rep of being the hungriest, the most obese, this, that. But they don't ever really talk about that we're the most giving too. And Mississippians take care of Mississippians. And it doesn't mean that you have to do it financially. You can give back by going to a food pantry and volunteering. An hour of your time is worth $21. I mean, that's what you give back when you spend 1 hour at a food pantry. And it would change your lives forever just to be able to help people and know that you may never meet the person that you help, but you made a difference in somebody's life. And they may never be able to say thank you. But the biggest thing you need is knowing that they don't go to bed hungry. They're able to feed their kids. They're able to get their medicine or get gas to go to work. And it's just simply by giving back, whether it's time. If you have $1, give $1. $1 goes a long way. And if you think it doesn't, that dollar goes to another dollar, goes to $10, goes to $20, goes to 100, and then it's 600 meals. One person doesn't have to change everything. It takes a community. We have an amazing Mississippi community, and they give back and they make a difference. And we've seen that in 2020.